Welcome, my fellow friends in the Force, for this what if video. After the fall of the Empire, Luke Skywalker seeks to rebuild a new Jedi Order. However, questions still linger in his head on what led his father to fall down the path towards the dark side of the Force. We are going to see what would have happened if Ahsoka told Luke about the world between worlds. Luke would use this new knowledge and power to influence the next generation of Jedi. We begin the story with Luke in a deep stage of meditation to enhance his abilities in the Force as he hears voices from previous Jedi Masters. However, these voices are not ones he had heard before. Luke had always wanted to see what it would have been like to see his father in action during the Clone Wars. However, no matter how powerful Luke was becoming, he was unable to see these visions. Even through the ancient Jedi text, there would be no information able for Luke to relive past events. It was at that moment he could feel a connection in the Force from a distant planet calling to him. Before Luke was able to leave, a figure comes before him. It is Ahsoka coming to visit Luke. She asks Luke how his studies were going. Luke tells her that he is unable to see what has already happened. I want to know more about the fall of the Jedi Order to make sure my academy does not share the same fate. Ahsoka responds with that there is a place she knows. It is a place where time and space is outside the linear dimension of what is possible, with a vast void of pathways and portals all connecting different events in history. I can show you what it was like during the Clone Wars, as well as see your father once again. Luke always wanted to see more of his father before he turned to become Darth Vader, as Obi-Wan told him that Anakin was one of the best star pilots in the galaxy. Luke asks Ahsoka where can he find this place. Ahsoka tells Luke to follow her to Lothal. Hidden there is an ancient Jedi temple. As the two of them approach the Jedi temple, Ahsoka tells Luke if this is something he is still wanting to do, as she does not know what he will find in there. Luke tells her Anakin was redeemed. I know that there are things there that will show me his downfall to the dark side, but it is something I need to understand in order not to make the same mistakes. The two of them see the portal and walk through it, taking them through the world between worlds. Luke is amazed at this place, standing in the center of a vast, star-speckled void, as Ahsoka takes Luke to view one of the portals, showing Luke a much younger Anakin Skywalker, winning the famous Bunta Eve Classic on Tatooine, showing even at a young age how strong his abilities were in the Force. The next portal shows Anakin racing to the Tusken Raider camp, trying to save his mother, as Luke sees Shmi dying in Anakin's arms, causing the darkness and revenge in Anakin's eyes to grow. As Luke watches his father slaughter the Tusken Raiders, leaving none alive. Luke annoyed with the Jedi Council for allowing this to happen to Anakin, as they knew his attachment to his mother meant so much to him. The next portal shows Anakin leading his troops into battle, showing no signs of fear. The next portal shows Anakin and Padme at their wedding on Naboo. Luke had no memory of his mother. Seeing her now is just how Leia describes her on the forest moon of Endor. She is beautiful, kind, and everything Anakin could ask for and more. Their love for each other showed no limits. The next portal showed Sidious manipulating Anakin, telling him that he had the power to save the one he loved from dying. Luke turns to ask Ahsoka, so that was the false promise that Sidious was going to teach Anakin how to save people from dying? Ahsoka responds with yes. He manipulated Anakin with the only thing he feared the most to lose. As they walk to the last portal, as it shows Luke and Leia being born and Padme's dying breath to Obi-Wan, saying that she believes that there was still good in Anakin, even after everything that had occurred, restoring the fact that he is indeed the chosen one and that one day will bring balance to the Force. Luke turns to Ahsoka and tells her, "This was everything I could ask for and more." Luke knows now how much attachment to others can affect one's life. As a Jedi Master, instead of ignoring the signs, we need to figure out what to do forward to manage these feelings of attachment. This is the support that Anakin needed from the Jedi Council. Instead, they told him to let go of everything he feared to lose. Not being able to save his mother, Anakin would have done whatever it took to make sure the same didn't happen to Padme. I know now what I must do in order to create a new Jedi Order that embraces balance, compassion, and understanding. As Ahsoka and Luke return to the normal timeline, Ahsoka tells Luke about Grogu and his attachment to the Mandalorian is strong. However, his potential in the Force could make him become a great first student in your new Jedi Order. This will take us to Luke heading to Moff Gideon's light cruiser to go rescue the child, having the knowledge he needed to create his new Jedi Academy. But my friends, I want to hear your thoughts on this matter of this what if scenario of Luke going into the world between worlds to view different timelines in Anakin's life and what led him to become Darth Vader. If the Jedi Masters at the temple did not ignore his signs of attachment to his mother and his true potential, then perhaps Anakin's fate could have been different. Luke being able to see his mother would be something I think Luke would enjoy, as he had no memory of her as an infant. As always, have a great rest of your day and watch this next video to see what if Luke was at Starkiller Base.